What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Dub once again with another episode of C-Dub Outdoor. Today is Tuesday, that's right, and today we're gonna do a Tacticool Tuesday. I got a little something that is kind of tactical. It really doesn't enhance your firearm in any type of way. Well, a little bit. It might make it look cool and it might help stabilize your shooting ability. But today we're going to take a look at the CAA MCK. Some call it the Roni. This is not the Roni. This is MCK. This is the micro conversion kit. This is the upgraded version of the Roni. There's also a Gen 2 that's out now. This is the Gen 1. We're going to go over some of the features of this. It's not a firearm because obviously there is no trigger group, there is no receiver. It's just basically a chassis that goes on top of your firearm. This one in particular is for the Smith Wesson 2.0 compact or full size. The compact in the 3.6 inch barrel, not the 4-inch barrel. So it will fit on the 3.6 inch barrel. It will fit on the full size, which is the 4.25 inch barrel, I believe, but it will not fit on the 4-inch compact. So what we have here is a chassis that goes on your firearm. It comes with a stabilizing arm brace that folds out, that you can either shoulder or you can actually put this on your arm, wrap it around. I got video of that. I'm not going to unwrap this and put it on my arm, but I've outfitted this with my Sig Romeo red dot, and I'm going to show you how this goes on your pistol. First of all, this is the 2.0 Smith & Wesson 9mm. Safety check this thing, nothing in it. So first off, we're going to open up this thing and allow the firearm to be inserted into the chassis. You push this button, slide this piece down, and this is going to open up, okay? And the upgrade from the Roni is this charging handle actually stays inside the firearm. You don't have to take it out and put it back, you know, put it on the firearm and then put it back in. This, I got a couple gripes with this because it's a little tricky to put this thing inside. The Glock is actually a little easier because I've used the Glock one, but this is for the 2.0. Not many people know that it's actually out there for their pistol, so I'm going to show you how to do it with the 2.0. So you have the serrations on the back here of your pistol, and on the inside of this you have serrations on the charging handle. So you're going to take your pistol, insert it first at an upward angle, and then match, put it all the way to the back of your Roni, and you're gonna get it to click in there. So it's nice and tight. So then what I found that you need to do You pull that charging handle back a few times, make sure it's working properly. Then, before we lock it in there, you got these two tabs, right? These two tabs right here control a bar that runs across the middle of this that holds on to your rail. So what I do to make it easier, they don't tell you to do this, but I pull down on it, I tilt the pistol forward, and then I shove it up in there. So it should be locked in there nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. That's the easiest way I do, is to pull down on that. Then you're gonna pull this, push this back down, you're gonna push the button, and you're gonna slide, you're gonna push this button, you're gonna slide this piece forward till it clicks, and you should be good. Hear it click. Once you hear that click, you know you're in there nice and secure. This thing is not going anywhere. It's a little tricky. Obviously, it's hard to do while I'm trying to film too. Sorry if it, wasn't that great of a camera angle while I was doing that, but you'll get the hang of it. It is tricky. Once you get used to it, it goes in rather smoothly. So now let's talk about the specs on this thing. Is you have a shroud up here. This is not a barrel extension at all. This is just a shroud that goes over the top of your barrel. They have the deluxe model, I believe it's called, that you could pay an extra 75 bucks, 80 bucks or whatever, and you can get an actual flashlight that goes in here. You could get gas pedals, what they call them, to go on here to help you stabilize this even more. It actually comes with flip up sights when you have the deluxe model. I knew I was just gonna put a red dot on it, so I didn't bother with that. For like an extra 75 bucks, it comes with a sling and a couple other smaller things. But I chose the base model because this is quite enough for me. So, like I went over before, you have the folding brace, which you are allowed to shoulder this firearm, okay? If you don't choose to, like I said, you can wrap this around your forearm and shoot it like one-handed pistol. You have a magazine well that holds extra magazines right here. Let me pop that in. Stays in there pretty good while you're shooting. I chose to get the 32 round magazine, I believe it is, for the Smith Wesson. This thing worked out nicely. It is a cheap Pro Mag, so you are taking your chances there a little bit. With Pro Mag, they don't have the best track record with reliability, but it's just for fun. This makes a great truck gun, I think. Is this necessary? Is this chassis necessary? No, it obviously is not necessary. This is all aesthetics. That's all it is, with a little bit of help with stabilization. It looks cool, it looks tactical. You're not gonna improve your accuracy because, like I said, this is not an extension of your barrel. It's basically just a shroud that goes over the top of your barrel. The only thing that's gonna maybe help your accuracy a little bit is you're able to shoulder the firearm and hold it a little bit steadier. And I think it's fun. It's a great, product, especially for, I think they go for like 225 bucks for the strip model and then like 300 bucks for the deluxe model. So I found it to be a good buy. I like it. It's very tactical. It's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. You go to the range and people are like, oh, people that don't already know are like, oh, what's that? It kind of quenched my sub gun thirst a little bit. I still want to get a sub gun, but for now, this was definitely in the budget. $1,000 sub gun was not in the budget for right now, especially with all the craziness going on. But Smith & Wesson 2.0, you've seen them for the Glock. Now they have them for the 2.0. I know I'm a little bit late to the party, but people still don't know that they make these for the Smith & Wesson 2.0. They also make them for the P320s, I believe, in SIG, and I think Beretta, don't quote me on that, but I think they do. So the Smith & Wesson, the Glocks are the big ones, and they make them for the SIG and the Beretta models as well. So to disassemble this really quick, we're going to push down the button. We're gonna slide that piece back, let it drop down. Boom, boom, okay? Then you got these two tabs, what I talked about before. They hold the bar that runs across here that holds on to your rail. So what you do is you pull down on these two tabs, pull down on them. I don't know if you guys can see it. These tabs, they're on both sides. So you pull down on these two tabs, that brings that bar down, releasing your slide or your rail from that bar, and you just pull the weapon out. So easy as that. It's a really cool concept. Like I said, it's not going to improve your accuracy, tremendously. It will a little bit due to the stabilization factor. It's not an extension of your barrel. Your barrel's still 3.62 inches long for the 4.25 inch barrel. You're going to pull these Allen screws out, and then you pull the shroud out to match up, and it extends like half an inch for the 4.25 barrel. So easy enough. There's plenty of videos out there going into more detail on this thing, but I really didn't think there was much to talk about it. I think it just looks cool. It's a fun thing, like I said, to take to the range. Gets people's attention, that's for sure. Check one out, CAA MCK for the 2.0 Smith & Wesson compact or full size 4.25 barrel. Check it out. Subscribe, like the video. You guys are awesome. Stay safe out there, with everything that's going on. Take care of yourself, take care of your families. Wash your hands for Christ's sake, and I'm out.